Well, now I'm gonna do part 2 of Olson's. This time it's gonna be all the, I've gotta do, there's a little bit of miscellaneous I'm showing. There's a couple of D6s there, loaders, implements of all kinds. So let's get into the video. Here's a restored Ford truck. So this is probably like a 78 or 9. Looks nice. There's some cancer showing up behind that 78 460 with engine with 521 stroker, new clutch, and NV40. So this has actually got a 5-speed in it. Super Duty front and rear axles, 373 gears. Disc brakes front and back, seat with Super Duty master cylinder, electric fuel pump. So they did a lot of work to this truck. Looks nice. It's nice color and stuff. It's definitely got lots of character, that's for sure. There you go. Here's a little forklift. I don't usually do forklifts until I realized what it was. This is an Allis-Chalmers forklift. Isn't that ever neat? So there you go. Here's a Cat D6D right here. This one's a long track one with cylinders at the front, and the hard nose I think is a little heavier for that. The dozer looks a bit different. Although it's, yeah, this dozer's must be a newer dozer with the way it's built. It's different than ours. But yeah, this is a long track 6D for sure. The undercarriage, like the link height's good, but the sprockets are getting sharp, so my guess is there's lots of internal wear on it. Don't necessarily let the link height fool you when the sprockets are getting sharper and you can see, look at that, some of these links are dry, I think. Not saying that because I'm trying to sell a Cat with new undercarriage, I'm telling the truth. Here's the 75W series. This is probably a direct injection one. It's got a Carco winch on the back. It's not a bad old Cat, but there again, like, although the link height looks good, look at the segments going down. And there again, it's got rock guards, so this likely was a mountain Cat. Like, is it a good old Cat? Probably. But it's not perfect. The rock guards, with rock guards on it, makes you wonder sometimes too. In the mountains, that's what they have. Here's a Hough 60 loader. Hough is, of course, IH. These are about 950 size, I think, or 930 maybe. It's got IH power in it. I don't know what kind of engine it is. Should I pop this and have a look? See what this has for power for the heck of it. That looks like that's the newer style engines. I don't know what, it's not turboed though. Have to see on the other side what the engine is because the black number's on it somewhere. Just think it's on. Thought it was on the right side of the engine, maybe it's on the left on these, but it is a newer engine. Like, these are good machines, there's nothing wrong with them. The only thing wrong with them is how do you get parts for them. Could be a natural 414 or something like that. Like, this is a 360, so it's the same engine as a 766 takes, or an early 886. These weren't so hard to get the parts for. I went deep behind trying one of these, but it's a good outfit. Small, it'd be about 930 Cat size, I think. It's got a small engine. The 360 is not very big, but it's a decent little loader for somebody. Here's an International 4300 Transtar. It's a nice looking old truck, although it looks like it's been sitting out in the bush for a while. Probably has. What does it have for power? It's a Detroit in it. Most efficient way to turn diesel fuel into noise there is a 2-stroke. Smells like mice got in here. Let's see. Fuller Road Ranger 125/15, so it's a 15 speed. This one 4th and 5th are backwards on it. The grain box though, like it'd be a nice grain truck other than the steel box, does need work. But it is what it is. It's a good grain truck anyways. With some work, with some TLC, could make just about anything good though. Here's a pulley gear off of something, I don't know what it is, but it's a pulley gear nonetheless. The little Wisconsin power unit with the hood and everything on it, that's kinda cool because not too often those 2-cylinder Wisconsins have all that sheet metal on them. Here's a neat old drill press. This is antique. Royersford. That's quite a drill press, that one. Really neat. Here's a couple of Wisconsin engines. I don't know what's with these, but neither one of these have air cleaners on them. ABN. This one's missing the gas cap. Here's what it is, don't seem to have here's a Briggs, and here's another Wisconsin, the small one. There again, this one's got more compression. This one's a better engine. Other one probably just its valve stuck or something like that. There, this takes you back a few years. Here's a rotary payphone. Looks like something probably from the 1960s or something like that. You notice now it's just extra tacky red lithium. They dropped the cock grease name. Maybe because too many people made fun of them. I don't know. Here's a restored buggy. Looks really nice. Hope it brings a fair coin for somebody. Here's a couple of old Singer sewing machines. There's a little Farmall 230 toy tractor, 656 toy tractor, John Deere M6530 2010, a little case DC4 I think. No, I don't. Yeah, I guess it could. Yeah, DC3, okay. It's a DC3 case. Some cat toys. Neat stuff. Here's a couple of sickle mowers. Here's a Ellis one, a real nice one. Wingboard's broke, but I don't think this mower has done a lot of work. Here's a Massey sickle mower. Looks good too, they both are good. Here's a John Deere 800 swather that looks like it's got a spare wobble box and the crimper for doing hay. Here's a disc. Real heavy disc, a real heavy duty one. I don't know what brand it is, but it is a heavy disc. Here's a John Deere 500 backhoe loader. Here's a Chevy truck. Looks like it comes with parts. Looks like radiators there, the grills there, the engine, transmission are there. Engine seems stuck though. Khalil Motors, Edmonton. Here's another Chevy truck, Chevy 1430. Nice little truck. This appears to be a 1950s Oldsmobile. Tires are flat. So it looks to be like a 3-speed. No, it's not. It's an automatic, I think. Just have a look inside if it's locked. It looks like a big brake pedal and the gas pedal. It's an automatic. I thought it was 3-speed on the column, but it's not. It's Oldsmobile 88. Looks good. It looks like it won't be. It's not a bad restoration project for somebody. Here's a cockshut drill, missing disc, so it's probably gonna be a yard ornament for somebody. Here's a thrashing machine. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks pretty decent. Like this pulley would need redoing because paper pulley in bad weather. The Bell City is what it is, kind of like the Lacombe one, but this one's this is a Bell City, and nice. And this is a fairly decent old separator. It's missing the piece that goes in between the blower and the pipe. Other than that, it's fairly complete. I like the pulleys on these things. They look like bicycle spokes, but they must work. So there you go. Here's a Cat D6D again. This one's an LGP with the wide and long tracks. It's missing the front guard off it. And this undercarriage looks better. This is a better tractor. It's got Burco on it and everything. Burco is not bad. This one DI too, I think. This is probably original paint on this Cat, I think. It wouldn't surprise me. It's got a winch on it. Oh, that's odd. This is a 4X. I'm surprised it's an LGP. I didn't think of the LGPs were 4X. That's a little newer than our Cat. They straight piped it, but it's not a bad little Cat at all for somebody. You see they rebuilt up the idlers too. You see how they zigzag them? We do that all the time. We zigzag the idlers and they run like a new one. That's it. This one just got a single tilt dozer, but the dozer is different on an LGP than a regular. But there you go. D6D again. This dozer's not the best. It's in reinforced for pushing, but look at the side. But then again, the face isn't that bad. I think you change those pieces and they're okay, and the cutting edges aren't that bad. So there you go. Here's a Cat 966F loader. These are pretty substantial. The C's they have, that I think they put this system on a D and newer. But that's pretty, it seems nice and tight. The bucket, of course, has done work, but it's a good outfit. A 966, I guess 966, the F loader is bigger than the older ones. Like, this is more comparable to a 980 than 966C, I think, for size. It's a good outfit. Really is. And the good loader is handy to have. It just is. So there you go. Here's a little Bucyrus Erie scraper. I think something like this. Like it just got, they just have a tilting bowl. They don't have ejector on them. Somebody converted this one to hydraulic. It's interesting how they lift and stuff. I think they got about 1620s on the back and the 12s on the front. This they probably would have pulled something like this with a TD-14 because Bucyrus and International were kind of together. This looks like this looks to me like it is 914 combine hub or something like that. But it is what it is, so there you go. Here's a big Michigan 125C loader. This is more like a classical 966 for size. It might be in a little bigger, but yeah, I'd say it'd be close to that 966. Yeah, E here. It's a big outfit. It's got a V6 Detroit in it, I think. It's a nice outfit. It's got a noisy Detroit, which is nothing wrong with them, but let's face it, the Detroit diesel's the best way to turn diesel fuel into noise there is, so there you go. Speaking of turning fuel into noise, here's a Terex TS-14 motor scraper. I don't know if it's Terex or I think it's Terex by now. It might be still an early one would have been Euclid possibly. They say these are 627 size. It's about right, I guess. Looks a little smaller to me, but they may not be. It's got two 471s, one in each end, so want to make lots of noise here, you could have double the noise. They're a good outfit though, I think. I still like my cat stuff though, I just do. There you go. Here's a scraper here of some kind. Bucyrus Erie. This one's bigger. This one's a bigger scraper. This is probably what they would have pulled with a TD-24. This is a big enough scraper to pull. This is about cat 80 size, I think. It doesn't look like it just by the way it's. Yeah, again, it's all 21, 25. It's smaller. It might be TD-18. I know a TD-24 would pull it good though. So there you go. Nice scraper. Here's a tube bomb braking plow. I'm not sure if this is the same plow that was here last time or not, but you gotta turn some new ground over. This would be a good outfit for you. Here's a Leon hydraulic scraper. You see they reinforced the front, so they put more horsepower on it that was designed for, obviously, but it's a little guy. Little cat D3 would pull this thing, I think. So there you go. Here's a 4700 IH vibra. Well, it's actually a vibra chisel. These are, I believe, like these are heavier than the 45 or 4500. This is more like a 645, I think. This is a big cultivator at the like in good black soil. I'd pull this with a 43, but in our clay ground it know it. It might do it though. There you go. And here's an easy on. This is a heavy sucker. This is gonna bring a disc that is built like this. And Easy On is a really good brand. They're built 20 miles down the road from here. That's a serious disc. That's gonna bring some good coin, I'm pretty sure of it. Here's a little rock picker for a rock picking good time. Here's a little Massey baler. Boy, is this tiny. I guess it's a tiny baler for make really. It's about the smallest baler I think I've seen for around one other than the little Ellis's 450 Massey Ferguson. Here's a little Chevy truck, a grain truck. Of course it needs windshields and stuff. It's got a green box on of sorts. There you go. Here's a Massey Ferguson disc. This is a big one. This is a nice big Massey disc. Real good and heavy one. There's a lot of quality stuff on this sale. Here's a pair of John Deere drills. They're Hough drills. Looks to me like they are a pair, and they're selling them separately, which doesn't seem right to me. But yeah, there's the hitch to hook the two together, but they're two different lot numbers, so they're sold separately, even though they're a double set. But whatever it is, what it is, buyer beware. Here's a cockshot horse-drawn shit spreader. It's got the seat at and it's got some wheels come with it, but it's actually not that bad. Look at the floor in it and stuff on the side. This is in good shape. Usually they're rotted out, but not this one. This one's a good one. Just needs a wooden tongue on it, and you see it's got the seat at, so it definitely was horse-drawn at one time, so it's probably 80, 90 years old anyways. Actually more than that, at least 90, maybe 100 years old, this little shit spreader. Here's a John Deere spring tooth cultivator, and I believe this is also John Deere, but this is a disc plow. A 4-bottom disc plow, and it takes a substantial tractor pull. That pulls as hard as a regular 4-bottom plow. And it's all rope trip and stuff. Pretty sure this is John Deere actually. But it's a good little outfit, it really is. Here's a big IH disc. I think this is a 790. This is a fairly wide one. It's missing the end discs, but it's a substantial disc for sure. Here are 3 GMC trucks. Here's this one, I imagine is 1950s. Looks really good actually for its age. This one's 1970s, and I think this one's either late 60s or early 70s. There's 2 grain trucks there, 1-ton grain trucks. Both look good. This one looks really good. This one's your typical 4-speed, 21,000 miles, and I would look at the clutch and brake, I wouldn't doubt that's right. Nice old truck, practically, and the door works good too. This is a nice old truck. This one has some rust that these square bodies do, but it's not bad either. Here's a disc of some description. I don't know what it is. It looks actually pretty decent. And here's a big sucker. This one's John Deere. Real big disc. Here's an IH 570 shit spreader. There's just a little bit of politicians' promises left in here, just a little bit. Trudeau promises. Here's a little wee shit spreader. This one's not gonna hold much of anything. And here's a little cockshut plow. I'm actually very impressed with this. It's a nice heavy plow. This is almost built like an International. It's a very nice, well-built heavy plow, cockshut 450. Here's a little New Holland stack liner 1033. These bale wagons, there's a few, especially old set tends to get lots of them. Here's a square baler right here. Massey Ferguson 5, MF5. This is one of these great big square balers. Here's a versatile 400 swather. Just got a bat reel, it doesn't have pickup reel. But we're 4400, these are good swather. Dad had these. The 5000 is meatier though, they're a little bit more robust, the guards and stuff. These, Dad broke lots of guards on his, but it still did good work. Well, this is all sold. I think it's gonna start closing on the 11th and up to the 14th or so. You'll have to see. It's over the Thanksgiving weekend here. God bless you all. Catch you at the next video. Please like and subscribe.